Welcome to episode 6, Men Ain't Shit podcast. We're back at it again. My name is P Breezy. I'm with my main man Marsh and my boy Kenny. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Good. We see we are stunting the new shirts that we got going on. The store will be up tonight, guys. Tonight. Check out all the different styles that we do have. I'm rocking the Your Favorite podcast with the original Marshall, myself, and Manny. Manny's out working hard, so shout out to Manny wherever you are, man. I know you're watching this. We got the signature logo, the Men Ain't Shit podcast, awesome with Marshall on the back. You know, telling us to follow us on all our social medias that we have available to you guys. And then Kenny's rocking the the main slogan, with the Mars, with myself and him on there, Men Ain't Shit podcast with the emoji. Love the emoji on there, so look good. But why don't he have faith? Why don't you have facial hair?
That was a picture I sent you. I just shamed. I don't know.
Shit. All right, before we get started, please make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon for all the updates that we have going on with Men Ain't Shit podcast. We are going to get started today. We have our 3 lovely guests to my left. This is Miss Mariah, Miss Macy, and Miss Megan. How are y'all doing today?
Fabulous.
Triple M's. What that means? Like M&M and M?
The 3 Musketeers.
And then, wait. And then, cool. Any special plans for the summer? Y'all doing anything special or anything crazy, exciting happening so far? Making money.
Period.
Making money.
Definitely.
We always gotta ask that.
Canceled. Out of here.
Canceled.
Eliminated.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Inside.
Before we get started into our 2 topics of the day, usually we do our but we don't have that today, so we are going to get into this topic that you guys went on Instagram and wanted us to talk about. So we're going to talk about it. We are going to ask these 3 ladies. They do not know what the question is, so we're going to throw it at them. All right, so y'all ready? This is the quick question of the week. Nightlife females that work in different fields, are they valid or not valid to be with?
Absolutely valid to be with.
To be with.
Mm-hmm.
As
relationship, yes.
it depends on who the man is and what his opinions are. I guess, right? If she's making money. If she's not cheating, are you loyal and making money, or are you out there hoeing? You can do your job.
So how does a man know? I guess how does a man know like that doesn't happen? Because obviously
you don't.
I think you've been in a relationship before. Well, I don't know. Have I? No, I haven't. I haven't been in a relationship, but I feel like I've had friends that were in relationships with women that were out in those type of environments, as the club, maybe a bottle girl, or even in the industry, that get fed by those specific guys that have all the money. So they tend to do certain things to get that said money. So is that good? Is that a good thing? I mean, ask the guy, is that a good thing if your girl doing that? She's paying the bills because she doing what she got to do, or you ain't about it?
You talking about working with like in the nightlife, right?
Yes. If your girl worked in the nightlife, is that valid for you?
Hey, if y'all on the same point, y'all on the same energy, everything good. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But how many relationships out here are just 100% perfect? So I think overall for most people, I think it's a problem that girls like work at like nightclub or something like that. There is guys out there that are with girls like that, and it's acceptable,
Mm-hmm.
But
y'all ever been with a guy like that has worked in nightlife? Before? How'd that go for you?
It didn't affect anything. I was also.
You still with him?
No.
They married now.
Boy, shut the fuck up.
Wait, she said, but you said you ain't with him. Hold on. You said you ain't with him no more. So what happened?
No, I'm not. We're not together anymore.
So what happened?
It had nothing to do with nightlife or anything.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was other circumstances why we're not together anymore. But
okay.
But yeah, I've worked in the industry. I mean, I was bartending and bottle service and other things like that. I mean, I think it all just depends on like the person that you're with. At the end of the day, it all depends on y'all's trust, y'all's bond, what y'all got going on, and what you accept within your relationship. Because not everybody, you know what I'm saying, is acceptable of certain things, and you know what I'm saying. That's just depends on the person that you decide you want to be with. You know, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people date people in their fields because they understand. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, so if you go through in the industry, then it might be a little bit easier versus somebody that's outside of it trying to figure out how it all works, if that makes sense. Because it's not always on some like extra shit, like she was saying. You don't gotta be you gotta be doing extra shit. Sometimes people just come out to spend money, and some, you know what I mean. That's a real easy way to make quick cash. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing wrong with getting decent, in my opinion. So, but that's just my point of view on it.
What y'all? What y'all think?
I'm engaged to a bartender.
Hey.
Good for you.
Okay.
He's a club promoter, and I used to be a stripper. So it's all about like open communication, what they're comfortable with, what they're not comfortable with,
Mhm.
and I think it's all about you as an individual. I mean, I'm not out here selling myself, and he knows that, and he believes what I'm doing, and I know that he's not out here doing the same thing. So why does us making money have anything to do with us as people outside of our work?
That might be the toughest condition.
I think regardless, it depends on the person. Regardless of what job you have, day, night, nurse, you know, stripper, like anything, you could definitely be. You know, there's a lot of cheating doctors.
Yeah.
You have a heavy accent. Where you from?
Ohio,
Ohio. Like what city?
born in the country, raised, born in the country,
Y'all hear
came
that?
from the
Y'all hear
hood.
that?
I don't know. I got all types
God
of.
damn.
What kind of accent? I don't.
No, it's a good accent. It's a good accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Word.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. But continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It depends on the person, regardless of where
Mhm.
you work. I think. Also, if the whoever was working in the industry when you met them,
Mhm.
you just gotta. I mean, if that's what you want to be with, then you gotta know what industry they're already working in, and regardless of know what the hell they're gonna do.
Comfortability and trust. Know what you sign
If
up
you don't want to
for.
date a stripper, don't date a stripper.
Yeah, I love the strippers. Yeah, I love the strippers.
Yeah. So I mean, you know what you're signing up for. You already know
What to
what
expect.
to expect and what comes of it. If you want to get in the game, then don't
Yeah, me game.
Now, if you are in the game, let's believe, you find yourself second guessing, sign up for it. So it's all about trust. You trust your woman, going out there making the money. You're not gonna be dressed a certain way. In order to get your money, attract, certain guys,
That kind
whatever,
of money.
especially bottle girls. You gotta talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure that you are getting that clientele to
Oh,
have
absolutely.
drinks and come back.
But it also depends on the establishment you work with. Like mine was awesome because they didn't play about us, so we were very much untouchable. That's why it also made people allure more towards us than sometimes other people in the club, because we were the ones that they like. We were more protected, I guess to say. They wouldn't play that with us. They were a lot more on eyes with us. So it made me feel a lot better than just being in another club where I've been at and people are just willy nilly just touching you. You're like, whoa, like I know it's all of that, but you know what I mean? You gotta still be a little bit respectful. But at the same time, I do also have to realize where I'm at too. So it is one of those things where, you know what I mean, it's a catch-22. But like I said, for me, the one club that I stuck with for a while, I loved it because they were all about making sure that the girls were always taken care of. So it made it a little bit easier, you know what I mean? You didn't have to worry about some weirdo just trying to like slap your ass on the random down the pool. Like,
But you're all right. It is a risky environment, and to
it is.
a guy, bottle girl working, and you have a boyfriend that's kind of like, all right, I'll let her do her thing, but it's also in the back of his mind knows how guys are, especially in that environment.
Yeah, like how would you approach a single bottle girl in those
What your
types
name
of
is?
environments?
I would say that. I don't think that slapping her ass.
Yeah.
But like, it's
Grab
just
her by the pussy.
yeah, but it's just a tough situation because I mean there are beautiful, really beautiful women that work in those types of industries that are
I guess the
single.
people that are people.
Like, how I can have a drink?
No, I guess people that
Hell no.
Stupid. Original.
Yeah, it
So-
definitely just depends on like who you are as a person, because I know myself, and in that kind of industry, I'm not going out there to look
To
for
look
anything.
for that.
Right.
So if anybody approaches me, it's like an automatic shutdown because I don't.
Yeah, we have those little defense where you're like, ha ha ha, you know, you laugh it off and you maneuver around it. You know, you want me to get another drink? Da da da. You know, you should get another bottle. You know, you pivot the conversation. So it's like you're gonna hit on like a million times a night. It happens. So
Cool. So that's actually going to lead us into the first topic that we're going to talk about. So topic one, trying to differentiate the person. So like the man or the woman, cocky versus confidence. So what do you ladies think? How can you tell the difference? Like if a guy approaches you, like what are some key differences when you know, oh, this guy is cocky or okay, he's confident? Because I think we all agree that a woman loves a man with confidence to an extent.
yeah,
Okay. So how can you differentiate that from okay, he's being too cocky?
Vulgar.
What?
Body language, how he approaches you, being vulgar, that's cocky. Trying to be heard, trying too hard, that's cocky. Confidence is more of like
they came at you for
subtle,
just, yeah, like but in like I don't know, it's like intense,
mature.
but it's like not intense. Yeah, but mature. It's not on some like
Let me get that ass.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I love the strippers. Yeah, I love the strippers.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I guess it's just
There's a
like an
difference.
intuition that you feel when somebody comes at you. You know if they're like really genuine or they're just trying to get some ass or just talking out their ass. I mean, for me, anyways, you can kind of tell. I don't just.
I feel like there's a lot of people out there that play the game of doing that and they still get the dub.
Yeah, for sure.
So it has to be more like
I mean,
more specific.
Some
It's
people
in a
like
way
cocky.
of like, if you approach me and you're only approaching me on like on my looks basis or on like a sexual basis, and you're only talking to me in a vulgar way that only has to do with how I look or like how I present myself or anything for that matter, and you're not approaching me on some real shit like, hey, what do you do for a living, like anything like that, there's a very big difference. When you're just approaching me based on like how I look and what you want, that's cocky. When you're confident and you produce confidence out of yourself, you can tell because it's different. You're not so upfront
Trying
about
so
what you
hard.
want.
Big headed, airheaded. You think that it's all about you and everybody wants you.
A lot
That's
of men
cocky.
too get very mad.
Persistent.
Cocky men get mad
Yes.
when they're rejected. And
Yeah,
that's giant weight it's up. Giant weight it's up.
they be too
So
persistent.
I guess let me talk to the guy. So when you go up to a female, what's the first thing that you think of? You go to a female. Like, okay, I like this female because of blank. Fill in the blank.
She seems outgoing. She seems cool. She seems pretty normal, you know?
Okay, so she seems pretty normal. All right, so you're saying that what would be the first thing that you would say to her?
Me, I'm not good at like running game or like trying to be
Yeah,
in a girl.
yeah,
You
but
know, I
if it-
will honestly walk up to a girl and be like, I think you're really cool. You seem outgoing. Like, are you single? Like, you know?
Okay.
Boom.
Wait.
What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. All right.
I'm not about to come up on like no cocky shit. Yeah, you know the fuck I am. Like,
Well,
what's
no,
up?
no, you
Like,
said- you
yeah,
said-
I'm young. Like, what's up?
Okay, but pause. Okay, you said you come up and say, "Hey, I'm cool. I think you're cool. I think you're outgoing." All right. If he said that to you, what would y'all say?
That comes out very confident to me, not cocky.
Yeah. In
Okay.
that manner, I would probably give you a little bit more of my conversation or my time because the way you came at me a little bit more.
We have some nice females on this
No, but
episode.
I'm being honest. That's just me. I'm the type of person where even when people are annoying, like I'm always gonna be polite because that's just what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a point where you know what I'm saying. You gotta.
You come at me
all
wrong, I'm coming back
right,
wrong.
Like after a while, it's like okay, now you're kind of retarded as fuck. Like you move around, but for the most part, I'm always gonna be polite to start off with. But usually after a while, you can tell somebody's energy, and I'll just kindly be like, okay, yeah, you have a good day, and I'll laugh it off and just keep it pushing. I don't like to be rude to people if that's the case. Because I'm big on like what you give out is how you receive, and I don't want nobody to ever come at me like that.
Right.
So I try to be as polite as I can. Unless you push it to that limit, then I gotta be like,
Yeah. So y'all are good with that? Y'all would give him the time of day.
Yeah, I would definitely.
That's
Okay.
like
Stop the cap.
That's
Like,
like
it's
some
like a
normal
normal-
shit though. That's like not even being extra, like not trying to act all bad. That's like, look, you cool as fuck. Like,
How do
you
you
know,
how do you
like-
know how do you know she's cool as fuck? You just saw
I mean,
her.
I'm big on energy,
I
bro.
think
So
we need to
like,
keep it a
but
whole-
like, I feel like I can talk to someone the first.
How long
2-3
have you been
minutes,
watching
I know,
her?
Like, if this person,
Yeah.
How long have you been watching
genuine,
her?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? Wait,
So how
what?
long have you been watching her? Like, did you just see her and be like, "Oh, you're cool," or were you in the club for a minute? You know, seeing her, watching her vibe, how she interacts with people, and then
Exactly.
be like, "Hey, I think you're cool."
Exactly,
Like, you
and that's
seem
what I'm
cool.
talking about. You'll meet a female, or you'll meet a little bit more obvious.
It's-
I think.
y'all know it's all right with looking at a girl from a glance and thinking she cool. Like, look at her over there with her homegirls. She look like a vibe. Like, I want to know what's up. Like
Like,
know
you're
what I'm saying?
curious.
Like, what's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's me coming up to a girl saying, like, if I see y'all or something and you looking cool and y'all just vibing, y'all laughing, good energy, we'll be like, man, 3 girls over there, they chilling, man. They ain't doing nothing extra. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
So, question for you. First thing, if you see him, is attraction. If woman is attractive, that's the first thing that you're gonna see, and you're gonna be like, okay, it's attractive. I'm gonna go over and be like, oh yeah, she looks cool.
But I didn't say
Well, no,
that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say like, oh, them bitches they over there looking bad, like they sexy
I
as
got
fuck.
you.
I said they over there having
That's
a good
that
time.
cocky
I got
shit.
They
But what
look
if she?
like vibe, like,
Wait, why can't you say bad?
Well,
I ain't say nothing
I
about
didn't
like.
say I didn't say that. I
You
said if you
No,
saw
yeah.
a woman over there, and the first thing you're gonna see is if she's aesthetically pleasing to your eyes, means she's attractive, right?
Yes.
So that's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind. Now you may go up and be like, you look cool, and that may be all true. But the first thing that you see is that she's attractive. You're like, okay, all right, that's taken care of. Now let me get to know her, right? So it all depends on how you approach,
Mhm.
not to come off like, yeah, you see, I got this, that, and
Yeah.
da, 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 flaunting your status or whatever. Which to some, yes,
It
works,
works.
but those aren't women necessarily want to try to be with
Mhm.
or try to talk to where from what y'all are saying is that don't really impress me. Come
No.
up and try to actually be cordial, have a conversation, and then we'll see how the vibe goes.
Yeah.
That's a different topic about
Come to the
status,
vibe,
but
yeah.
that's a
Don't
big
get it
thing
twisted.
too.
It's a lot of girls out there that like cocky guys.
Yeah,
Let
there
you know
is.
that.
But there, I feel like there's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
borderline between being overly cocky and being just enough cocky. Because I feel like everybody has that, but it also, you can tell when someone's completely out of character
Vulgar.
and doing way too much.
You're not him.
Dis-
You know what I mean? And you're just like, you're not.
You're not
like,
him.
You
bro.
are not Timothy.
You're not-
So that's what I mean. Like everybody's got a little cocky in them, especially if it's something that you're very, very confident it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Some people got more of a talk game. Some people, don't. But it depends on the person. But it's like I said, you can just tell by the energy. Too cocky is just too much. But just enough and just enough confidence, I feel like is like the perfect balance. And you'll know if someone's really being themselves or not just by, you know what I'm saying, their energy, their body language, all of that. You know what I mean? But that's just me though.
Hell no, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, dapping up on a set.
That's
Jesus.
him, boy.
Nah, I mean, I'm still not getting what I'm trying to get at. No, like I'm not getting my question answered. So
Talk to you.
yeah, y'all comment in comments below. Let me kind of know. I don't
Vulgar
understand.
and respect.
Yeah, so
That's the difference.
vulgar. Okay, so if a dude, if the ugliest dude walked up to you in the club but had the greatest heart and tried to give you the time of day, would you give that person the time of day?
Possibly, I wouldn't go home with them, but shit.
So,
we
okay,
can
so
be
why is it
friends.
possibly?
I mean, if you're like gross, then I don't care how cool you are. Fuck away from me.
What's that? Thank you.
I don't know,
Thank
like,
Smell like coffee
yeah, your breath
or,
stank.
like, something like that.
You're
Like,
high
I'm
and your
like-
nose
but
is
I get
dripping.
it.
Get
At
the
the
fuck
end of
away
the day,
from me.
listen,
Type
I'm
shit.
It hurted my feelings. It made me cry.
not perfect. Everybody is vain to
I'm saying nigga come in with some Team Jordans and some Old Navy jeans with a white shirt with Star Wars on his fucking
Star
shirt.
Wars is cool, man.
I mean, clothes. I feel like clothes.
Means he's
are,
confident
I
in
can switch up
himself.
your swag in a heartbeat. Boo. Don't worry about it.
Oh, shit.
But
So love don't cost a thing type shit.
But personality, you can't change that. You know what I'm saying? So all of this, yeah, at the end of the day, in the vain portion of everybody.
There's a lot of lonely niggas out there that have the best personalities in the world.
No, this is
gonna
very,
be lonely, beating their meat in the basement at their mom's house.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
This is very true. This is very true. Maybe they should come out from playing Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I'm saying? And
Fortnite.
bring their asses out, and then you know what I'm saying.
I think you're also hitting on a completely different subject of cocky versus confident and personality versus looks. Because let's keep it a whole buck. It's 2023. Like if I'm looking at somebody, the first thing I'm gonna look at is your face. Like I'm not even gonna cap about it.
I look at the style first. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, like
I'm like, oh, he's fine, and then I'll be like, oh wait, he just has a nice style. Your face is definitely not cute.
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
You're 100% right when you say
I definitely have that problem a lot.
Right? You get dressed.
But shit, it'll take me a few minutes. Like, oh shit, you're really not cute.
That's kind of messed up.
I just like your style.
Damn, that's cutthroat. That's very, very cutthroat.
But it's the truth though. You know,
But the personality can be distracting too. If you're not completely horrid in the face, then your personality can be a great distraction as well.
You can't tell me you never looked at a female and been like, okay, yeah, she got a nice ass body, but her face though.
Good.
Like keep it a whole buck with me.
Yeah, you're right.
Brown paper bag or something. Like a brown paper bag or something like that.
Just put that right there and we'd be Gucci.
I think it goes for both men and women. You just
Oh my
can't put it
God.
on one side versus the other.
All right, well, give us a scenario.
Okay, so if I'm at a club and some guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, how you doing? Like, you look really nice. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then he starts chopping it up and it's not all about, you know, my appearance.
Vocabulary as well.
Like, yeah, it's a lot of commentary. It's a lot of conversation, like real on real conversation. I know in a club setting, sometimes it's very hard to do that. You know, there's music everywhere. Like people are all around, alcohol, like,
drugs.
You have to take everything into account. You just can't put it on one person or the other. However, there's a difference between me coming up to her and being like, hey, yo, what your name is? Like, you look good as fuck. Come home with me.
Okay,
Like,
so taking ourselves out of this, taking ourselves out of this equation.
Thank you.
You could look bonkers and have a nice smile, and I'll talk to you. Like, you got a pretty smile. I don't know.
That's 2023. Why don't you just take them
If you're
both?
nice enough.
Take them both
I would
for
give
a
it
7-day trial.
That.
7-day trial.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't tell me that like guys don't go out to clubs looking for females. They take one female home one night. They take another female home another night. What's the difference between a girl?
That's 1 day trial.
Because then y'all got game, but then when we do it, we're out.
Let's not talk about how we met, but keep it a whole buck. Like if I take a guy out and I learn his personality, and then I take, say, the 6'2" guy, and then the 5'6" guy out the next day, learn his personality. I decide I like the 5'6" guy better. Then what's the problem?
Trial and error.
My question is, what's the initial preference of what people look at versus the short guy versus the tall guy, as far as confidence versus cockiness?
It depends on each female.
Because to me, from what I have seen, and I don't know if this is true or not, a lot of, and I'm not saying y'all per se, but rest majority is looking at height, which might not be the guy that has the confidence. He might be just, whatever, chill, not really have the best intentions, to where the shorter guy is like, okay, I'm trying to give you and bring good intentions, but yet, and come with all the confidence that he does, but he get left behind.
That's you as a female and what you bring to the table. At that point, is that female shallow, or is that female looking for more?
How much does appearance like supersede characteristics of the person? Being confident, being
93%.
that
As me as a person, or you mean in general?
in general, like for a female.
There's really like it in general, because I just feel like, well, I mean, I guess in general, I feel like in general, people go for looks is probably more at the top, just seeing how many people have, 12,000 baby mamas or daddies, in my opinion, because you're just looking at like what's on the outside, and then nothing goes any further than the wham bam thing.
Because I feel like as men get older, I just feel like there's more men that settle and then date or get with or have kids with a less attractive girl that they could possibly be with a more attractive girl. So that's why I'm asking on your side, on a female's perspective, is that the same way or
I
is
feel
it?
like nowadays, I feel like more females are more towards money wise than they
Yes.
are
Been waiting
anything
for that
else.
one.
And that's just speaking in general because this new generation is on some other. I'm a little bit older, okay,
Mhm.
for me, but I'm definitely not looking for somebody for money wise. Like
Mhm.
I was in a 10-year relationship. I could have definitely had babies and moved on. But at the end of the day, we were on a tip where we both wanted to be successful, have careers, and have schooling and everything done. And I'm glad that we did that because through all of that, we realized it didn't work out. And I'm so glad I'm not somebody's baby mama now. You know what I mean? Because it means so much more to me. I'm definitely want to be married before I have kids. So that's something big for me. I can only speak for myself, though. You know what I mean? But I would definitely say majority of people, female wise, are definitely looking more towards money wise, and that's probably why more men now are settling with someone like you said that's not as attractive versus someone they would want to be with because she's probably looking for her next bag from whoever.
Our second topic, which is really good. So, like instant gratification. So, why nowadays is it that people don't enjoy the journey and only worry about the destination with their partner?
Shit.
We mean shit.
Shit, you got me there. I don't have no answer for that.
Let's go. Nah, this way. Nah, that's what I think because I think instant gratification. I mean, there's a lot of times when if it's in a club setting or if it's a grocery store setting or whatever setting it's in, you'll try to talk to a female or a bookstore, and they'll be annoyed because you're annoying them reading a book when you're just like, oh, okay, I want to get to know you on the confidence level. If you don't have confidence as a dude, you ain't like, or the gym. Gym, I think is hard.
That's where they're cocky. They be like, ooh, yeah, I'm so big. I'll get any bitch.
What?
I don't even like hard.
How do you go up to a girl at the gym?
You need help with that weight? You need help with I don't go to the gym. So
What are you talking about, man?
Wait, pause. Wait. How? What is the proper way to go up to a female that you see interest in the gym?
For me, if you're coming up to me in the gym, it's the same thing. It's all about approach, appearance. If you're coming up to me in the gym talking about how much I can lift or how much I can squat, point blank period, I don't want to talk to you about what it is exactly.
damn,
that
your
I'm
ass
doing.
look good in them compression shorts.
Yeah.
No shit, Sherlock.
Nobody. Okay. All right. Yes, they would not. They would not say that. Oh, you ain't gonna say it?
It's like waiting for an answer.
Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Come on, man. No, they're not gonna say that. Of course, they ain't gonna say that. But I'm saying, like, what's a good way? You tell me all the ways.
Surprised, though. You would be very much surprised.
It's not even what's the good way, what's the best time.
What's-
Because if you're
Yeah.
set,
Nah.
Setting up. Ask if she needs
you in
help.
this set, you got your headphones in. You running the
Ask her if she needs
gotta
help.
Give her a little weight.
She'll be like, skirt. No, I'm
That's
good.
how I would want to be approached.
I'm not
How else
asking
do
her
you
for
approach
help.
somebody in the
I don't
gym?
think asking
No. That was horrible.
probably like I would feel like
That's how
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Nah.
No, I would know at that moment. I
So-
wouldn't take it like, oh, you think I'm not strong. I would take it as, oh, he's trying to talk to me.
I think it depends on the person and how far along in your gym journey you are. I guess. I mean, I go to the gym and I'm gonna cap. Like, if I'm sitting there, I'm struggling on a set, and somebody's like, "Hey, can I spot you real quick?" And then they just
Yeah, like spot. That's what they call it.
That's different.
Yeah, but that is different because that's just like gym, like, okay, good shit. But no, if a guy is trying to, well, no, we're not gonna come up mid set.
We're talking about if a guy
Fuck all
wants
that.
to approach you and talk to you.
We want to know the answer.
What's the
Like,
best? What's
okay,
the best
yeah.
time?
Like, come up to me in the gym. Hey, like, I've seen you here before. Or, like, I saw you here today. Like,
What your name is?
what is your name? Like, it's nice to meet you. This is my name. Like, I come here every so often, whatever it may be. Like, it's nice to meet you. Hopefully, I see you soon. It doesn't always have to be a lengthy conversation. Just a, hey, like, let me approach you. Let me introduce myself, just so you know, like, hey, I'm looking at you.
My question is when.
I would
After a
say-
set, when you don't have headphones on.
After a set?
I
So
would
what
say-
if you still got your headphones in, you're in the zone, you know what I mean?
She
You don't
obviously
wanna be
don't want to be
bothered.
talked to.
Any-
That does happen.
But absolutely not. If I'm in the zone, if I have my headphones on, if you can see that I am mid-workout, don't fucking bother me. That is the worst way to piss a female off in the gym, especially.
But I'm going off of what you said, where you're like, you know, after a set, you know.
Yeah, you taking a rest, like, if you're taking a rest and you're sitting
You
there,
taking
you
a
have
rest,
a water
bring me
bottle
some
in your
water.
hand. Yeah, you have a water bottle in your
I would say,
hand, you
yeah.
just chill.
Let me
Still
wash
got
your
headphones.
peach.
Some people still
Let me help you
wear-
wash
I
your
would say, like,
peach.
after my set, maybe like in between when I'm
Terrible.
like transitioning, maybe from one place to another. Because even if
Like
I have
one
my
machine
head-
to another.
Yeah, because even if I have my headphones in and I'm in the zone, I'm not focused on like trying to push out my next set. So if you interrupt me, at least I'll be more keen to be like, oh, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Versus like even if it is in between my set, it's kind of like you're throwing off my because now my heart rate's down. Now I got to bring all that back up. You know what I mean? I would prefer it like I finished everything and then like I was moving on to something else. I wouldn't mind it. Or maybe before I was leaving, or if you saw me when I was walking in.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or
Walking
after.
in or leaving.
Yeah,
Between
because
those
you've
two.
seen me before, I feel like those would probably be the best times.
Stay on
Talking.
topic.
TikTok.
Instant gratification. Why do you think people don't enjoy the journey and only worry about the destination with their
I think
partner?
people don't enjoy the journey and just worry about the destination because emotionally they ain't there. They just trying to get what the fuck they can out of that person
Do
and
whatever
get
the
there.
fuck it
And
takes to
then
get
whatever
there.
the fuck, if it don't work, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think people enjoy the destination instead of just the journey. You know what I'm saying?
I would easily say it has to do with dang near anything. People try to take shortcuts.
Exactly.
They
no
want
wants
to
put in
get
the work
to the finished product
as
without
fast as
actually
they
going
can.
through the journey. And the journey is a beautiful process. And it's always a journey, right? Until, even when you get married, it's still a journey until one passes away, right? So death parts, what it's supposed to be. So
I think it also has a lot to do with like what people bring to the table now, as per se, like what they did back in the day. Like my grandparents didn't meet from a dating app because my grandpa wanted to fuck type shit. Like that's not how people. That's how people meet
Yeah, the
now.
OGs, like
I'm putting that out there. So for me, my ultimate goal when I meet somebody is like, hey, this is where I'm going, but I can still take the time to get there. It's not always about like, hey, this is what I want, so let's do that. But I'm always gonna present myself with what I'm looking for rather than what I'm not looking for.
I'm trying to get to the point, but I'm gonna enjoy the journey on the way there. If I got a goal in mind, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes me to get there, but I'm gonna have fun on the way. I'm gonna enjoy my time. I'm gonna, make memories and all that. Like, what the fuck is life without memories?
How long do you think y'all's journey, I guess personally, would be acceptable for you guys?
What's your goal?
I don't know, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
What's your
2
goal?
months.
Depends on what your goal is. Do you want this job?
What
Do
is
you
your
want
goal?
this certain amount of
No,
money?
just
Do you want
y'all
this
as a relationship.
apartment? Do you
Y'all as a
want to move to this
relationship.
state?
Oh, like in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You said how long do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, like,
you
yeah.
to get into one.
Till it's ready.
Yeah.
Till it's right.
Okay, so it's to the beginning stages, you need somebody to get into one.
Oh, to get into one.
To get into the relationship, like officially, how long do you know somebody before you're with them?
Right, like how long does it take you to get
There
to
ain't
know
no
that
set
person? Because
time
I mean,
for
that's
that.
all part of the journey. Getting to know somebody, going on dates, maybe meeting parents, meeting
I think
friends.
you just answered your own question in that way.
I don't think there's
No,
no set
I
time
mean-
for that. It's whenever you feel
Yeah.
comfortable, whenever you're ready.
I don't look for.
Could be months, could be years.
Yeah.
So
But years is okay.
To
Yeah.
some people.
I'm
Not to
gonna
me.
say this.
Hell no. I'm gonna move the fuck on
I
at
wanna
that
say
point.
this.
No.
I want to say this. Yes, I understand for y'all. Take yourself out of the equation and talk about general.
I can't talk for nobody else. I don't understand that part of the question. I don't know what is going through either of their heads
I think
or nobody
what
else's.
you're trying to get at is it's a weird kind of concept to touch on because it's a very personal question. Like I can't answer for her and I can't answer for her.
That's fine.
Because if I'm getting to know somebody, it might take me longer, it may take me a shorter amount of time to get to know you as a person. However, I think we can all agree you can point out somebody's flaws a lot quicker than you can point out what they can bring for you. And that's a big difference in where people are and how long it's going to take you. Like, does she personally want to meet their parents first? Does she personally want to, it's a personal question.
I'll get in a relationship before you meet my parents because I don't see my parents anyway. So
Damn.
I mean,
I think most people,
That was not supposed to be anything sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to pass my test before you pass theirs. This is my relationship, not theirs.
Because I feel like it depends on where you're at in life. I feel like me in my 20s, it definitely would have been some years. Like thinking about it, I'd be like, oh, it's some years before, you know what I mean? But me now being older, being in my 30s, I'm like, it's not so much. It's like you learn so much, so you can kind of cut through most bullshit and see where it's kind of going. But I know for me, I feel like in years, I would see myself more so married. You know what I mean? Versus just like being like, oh, some years from now, okay, maybe, whatever. But I know at least a year before you're gonna meet my parents, because I don't bring people around unless I know it's gonna be serious. But like again, that's all personal. But I feel like in general, I feel like it would just depend on where you're at in life and what you want.
And so that's what I was kind of getting at. Is like I understand it can be it is
Yeah,
personal,
and like-
but at the same point, if you go through say 3, 5, however many years of being with somebody, right? You're gonna and you break up, you're gonna have to heal at some point. There's some trauma
absolutely.
that is left. It doesn't matter who you are, what stage that you are in. So for those that haven't been in relationships at a younger age, you always hear about the whole phase, both men and women, whatever, you know what I mean? But then when you actually find somebody, are you ready to necessarily get into that part? What is the scars that still need to heal? What do you have to essentially work on within yourself before you really get, because a lot of people jump into stuff before they're actually ready to jump into set relationships.
I've definitely been in like relationships where I knew it was gonna end and I was emotionally detached way before it ever ended. Like I was in a relationship for 3 years and then I was detached for probably 3 months before it ended. So by the time that I get out of the relationship 6 months later, maybe I am ready to meet somebody new. But then again, it's still a personal question. Like I wouldn't say now that if I, broke up with the man that I'm with now, I probably wouldn't be ready to see anybody else, talk to anybody else probably a year and a half. It just depends.
Because I know, especially on certain guys that I know, you know what I mean, have said to me, long time, girlfriends, whatnot, if they ever broke up, or the other girl broke up with them, they would probably never date anybody else.
Cap.
They would never ever date anybody else because they've been in a long-standing relationship. I'm always saying, keep your heart and your mind open. Because you never know who you will meet. There's so many billion people in the world. You know what I mean? You never know who you can meet. We're only in a small portion of it. There's people in different states, hell, different countries. If you decide to travel, learn new cultures, languages, all that stuff. So to keep your mind open and your focus mainly obviously has to always be on yourself and try to better yourself every day because you don't want to come in broken to try to start something that's going to end up just being even more broken.
I said the biggest risks end up with the biggest rewards in the end though. I feel like sometimes it depends. If you guys are both, if it's something you're willing to do and you're both in it and you're both risking just as much, putting in just as much, it could come out to something very beautiful. But at the same time, you know what I mean? It also could be your downfall too. But that's the whole thing about a risk. It's 50-50. It's either going to work out for you or it's not.
Hey man, you've been fucking quiet this whole fucking time, bro.
I'm all ears, man. I'm all ears.
You learning? Taking notes?
He's a smart one. He got the smart goggles.
Don't let him fool you.
I have the smart goggles. They plastic.
Don't bless his face.
That's gonna wrap up our episode 6. Appreciate you ladies coming in. Thank you so much. Give them a round of applause. They did really, really, really good. They had some really good topics, some really good things that I learned today. To try to get it for sure.
Like the round of applause.
Round of applause.
Yeah. Too, no?
You see that? Yeah.
Special thanks to our camera crew, everybody back there. Katie, we appreciate you.
Damn thing.
Once again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Check out our Instagram, our Twitter, our TikTok for more details and updates of what we got going on, and also the YouTube. Also subscribe, hit the bell notification icon right there. So for myself, P Breezy, my main man Marsh, my boy Kenny, we out. Wait until episode 7. It's gonna be a good one. Peace.
That ain't shit. We can't say like you're not gonna dismiss us.
Get your shirts.
You're not gonna.
Come up in your
She called out your hairline. You ain't gonna say nothing.
Woo!
This is us every
This
day.
man ain't shit.
She got a hat on. You can't see shit
Yeah,
anyway.
she got it.
You really gonna let her come on our podcast and say that?
She want me to say, get the fuck.